I lied to you. This was the first painting. I did this quite a long time ago in my sketchbook. And that's the one I started with the other day when I was like, I'm gonna paint something. And I painted this. Well, I'll just show you over here. Okay, then I painted this. And then I went into this sketchbook, did that. I really like that one. That one speaks to me. And then I did that, which I also quite like quite a lot. This sketchbook, oh, okay, yeah. I just painted this after I did the background here, and I wanted to show you while holding my phone so you could see it a little bit better. I don't know exactly if overhead catches everything, but see what I mean about the lines where the paper was dry, and I didn't try to like fully prevent that from happening. So I don't know, we'll see what this looks like after I'm done. I feel like it got a little muddy, but that's okay. There's another background that I had done a couple days ago and I haven't painted on it yet. And then I did this quickly after after I stopped recording. Words, hello, come to me. So I'm gonna pop this phone up here. Okay, good. And jump into this painting. Yeah. My dirty water is so dirty now. I'm gonna have to go. I usually just go dump it outside on the side of my house because I guess it's really not great to be dumping all of that paint down the drain. So I need to go outside and dump that. All right. Take a deep breath. It's like, it's not that serious. It's just a painting. You know, I don't know if it was in this video, but I was talking about this brush, this oval brush, and I think I'm gonna try this one. I'm feeling adventurous. I am going to use basically like the same color combination that I have been using. Sometimes I like to do that because it's, well, I like the colors, and I'm gonna think a little about this before I start. So I think I'm going to have 2 flowers that are like the full flowers, and then I'm gonna have all the little supporting ones around, like half, sort of like ones that are maybe turned to the side or like just a little part of it poking out. But oh yeah, this brush is great because you can turn it like this and get like the skinny petals, and you can turn it flat and get the fatter ones. Because that was sort of, I was struggling with that a little bit. Like I just dipped into this dirty, dirty water because I want to neutralize this a little bit. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go back and grab, look at me, I'm just going in all the colors because it's fun. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I really want to promote on this channel. I've been ignoring, well, okay. I've been thinking about making a YouTube channel about art for a long time. And I have done some videos and then I talk myself out of it and I get busy with the kids or whatever, or I get self-conscious about making videos. Wow, this flower is pretty wild looking. But my youngest just went to kindergarten, and it's like, how long can I ignore it? You know, this calling, I guess you could call it, to do something with my art journey. Like I want to just share the joy of it. I just want to share what I do that makes me happy, and you know, see what happens. Like, I don't know. It's really just as simple as that. I just want to share. And it's scary, you know? It's like, it's just a little bit of a scary thing, but I want to not run away from it anymore. Yeah. So we're gonna have that one. Wow, I actually am really kind of appreciating this brush. Wow, it's, oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, that yellow that's shining through from the underpainting under this is just, oh my gosh. Like, you can't really plan for that. Like, I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna put this flower here because it's, there's yellow. No, I just put it there and then that happened. So that's why I like doing those underpaintings so much, because they add a little unexpected, something unexpected. Oops. See that? I'm gonna get rid of that. Kind of. It'll be covered up. I'm not worried about it. So I kind of like this brush, but I feel like the flowers are just getting so big. So I'm gonna go down to a smaller brush. I'm gonna go back to my round size 12 and see how I feel about that. I think my dirty water has really hit a point of like being too dirty. So I'm gonna just put it over here. Splashing some really light yellow around. I'm loving this sort of like, I don't know, purpley kind of blue right now. And I'm really just mixing like a bunch of colors to get there. I don't even know what these colors are actually. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could mix, if you have basic colors, you could just mix like dioxazine purple with like a Payne's gray or Prussian blue or indigo, I guess. It just doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter. That's getting messy. The brush was a little too dry, so I was struggling to get the strokes, but anyway, this is better. What else? Let's do another like yellow. Let's do a yellow here. I'm just putting more of that yellow in with this purple just to get the color in there because I like it. And I kind of want more yellow in this flower, so I'm just like adding it to some of the petals. I'm putting in some sort of like baseline leaves that are not very well formed, more of like a background leaf, because then I'm going to go over with some green and do more. But I kind of like how it looks in the other painting I did, so trying to stay loose and not make like perfect leaves. Truthfully, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going with intuition. It's why I don't consider this to be a tutorial. I'm not necessarily trying to teach anyone how to paint exactly like me, because it's not. I'm trying to loosen up some of these edges with a wet brush. This paper does not do that very well. This is sort of an intuitive process. That's how I like to paint most of the time. I mean, sometimes I'll go in with more of an idea, or if it's something I've painted many times, you know, I can draw on that experience to paint. But I think it's fun to, like, personally, I like watching artists' channels, and there aren't many of them that I've found that share their process in a way like kind of like this. So that's my goal, and bear with me while I kind of figure out how to do that. But I think the basic idea is just paint and record yourself painting and share it and see what happens, right? Oh, okay, so I only have this blue in one area of the painting, right? I want to get that blue elsewhere in the painting. And just like right here, I'm trying to have it, this brush is not working for this. I need a smaller one. I want it to be like a suggestion of the blue in this area, not like, oh, there's another flower, but just a suggestion of that color. Maybe a little bit more. Oh man, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's better. I'm looking for that sketchbook page that I just did. I was just really doing it really fast, but I feel like I ruined it with the leaves. But this is just playing. This is just practicing. This is just, you know, no pressure. It is allowed to be ugly, that kind of thing. So now I'm thinking, what color do I want my leaves to be? And I'm thinking, I'm leaning into the idea of like a bluish green. Where's my water? So this color, oh gosh, I don't know. It's a Schminke color. It's like one of their granulating colors. It might be deep sea green, but it also might not be. I can't remember. And I really, I will look and tell you before this video is over. I feel like that green is really gonna work with this painting. Okay, hold on. I'll look right now. Yeah, right after I stopped recording, sorry, I'm looking at my clock because I have online therapy at 1 o'clock. Yeah, I ran over my foot with my chair. That kind of hurt. And I was right. It's Deep Sea Green by Schminke. Great color. I actually don't use it that much, but otherwise it's a great color. Ow, my toe. Okay. Man, I just really like this the way it is, but I know it needs the green. I know it does, and I just have to be brave and do it. All right. Oh yeah, that is going to work. I can tell you, I used to go on Instagram and like try to post my art, and I really don't do it anymore. I actually deleted my account because, you know, I feel like Instagram is just, I hate the ads all the time. And so because I did that, I'm not trying to like go on a rant about Instagram right now, but I haven't been looking at other artists' work as much, really, if at all. And I think that's been really helpful. Like even just right now, like I used to sit down and be like, well, I better, you know, look at some inspiration and look and see what other people are doing and get inspired by that. And I think that held me back I really do. I did that for a lot. And then I would, you know, sometimes use a reference image, which is totally fine. I'm not saying like that. I'm also not saying that people shouldn't look at Instagram if they, whatever, you do you. But for me, I think it's important to step away from that and just use your own, what's inside of you, like, and figure out what's inside of you, because it's not always easy to access. But if you're always looking at other artists' work, it's hard to even know like what's in you. So just a little food for thought. I'm just looking at this and thinking and letting it sink in. I think I'm at the point where I'm going to stop, take a break. I have to anyway. Come back. And give it some final touches after my appointment. Clean my brushes off. But yeah, I mean, again, this is a good example of I have now painted basically the same painting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 times, and to me it's just getting better every time. Like I look back to the first couple ones that I did and I'm like, oh, they're okay. And it's just improving. And sometimes the opposite thing happens where, you know, you paint the same thing over and over and somehow it just keeps going more and more wrong. But in this case, I am pretty pleased with what's happening. So I feel like I want to find a way to make the flowers pop out again. And I'm not sure if I want to, maybe we'll just add a little color. In the center, like here. Let's see what happens. That's not enough. Oh, this is like getting kind of red. I don't know. Okay, I may do the same with this one and the blue actually. See if we can get get this to pop a little more. I think that helped to bring them forward a bit more. And now it's time for me to go and come back when this is dry. All right, so I let the paint dry, and I am pretty excited about this one. I think this turned out really beautiful. Oh, but it's not done. All right, so next in my process, I'm actually standing up. I don't know why, but I am. I'm going to see how it feels to finish this standing up. So I'm gonna add some lines with colored pencil. A lot of my lines end up being pretty light. I'm sort of just randomly putting these like flower petal lines in. I'm not trying to define like all of them. I want them to be sort of random. And then I want to get the color elsewhere in the painting. I really love this through here, these leaves with the splatter. I think that's pretty nice. And I'm just picking colors that correspond with my paint colors for the most part. Could use really any colored pencil to do this. You know, it doesn't have to be a fancy. It doesn't have to be fancy. The only other thing I want to do is splatter some gold. My gold is not really ready at the moment, but it won't take more than a second to do. I think I'm mainly just doing the gold on the yellow flowers. I'm not gonna do it across the whole page. It's just a little extra surprise for those who look closely. And it won't really shine until it's dry, but when it's dry, the shimmer will be really nice. I think I'm gonna call it. I need to take the tape off. I'll do that off camera and then show you what it looks like. Here is the finished painting. Hopefully you can see the gold, some of this shimmer there. I think it really turned out nice. Thanks for hanging out today with me, and who knows, maybe I'll paint more of these. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Bye. And just real quick, I wanted to just get a little closer to this so that you could see some of those layers of the underpainting shining through. I'm really happy with how that underpainting turned out. And it also gives the painting an edge from where I taped it, which I like also.